That's right, it is typhoon season. Typhoons, hurricanes and cyclones are all the same beasts, just called different things in different parts of the world. And this one is a violent typhoon, so it's the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane, excuse me, in the Atlantic, the biggest beast that you do get. Now, as it moves towards the cooler waters, it will weaken a little bit, but it will still be a very strong typhoon and it will still do a lot of damage. And the other thing is it follows hot in the heels. In the last few weeks we had another typhoon in Japan, so Japan's still recovering from that one, where sadly some people perished, roofs came off houses, there were massive power cuts, for example, trees down. So this is coming in hot in its heels. The track it's taking is moving northwards and eastwards and will move away and weaken quite rapidly, but it will still have some impact, and I'll show you graphics to go with this at 7:15. But back at base, back at home today, what we have got is another windy day in store. Not quite as windy across the north and west as it was yesterday, and also some rain. Now we're starting off with a few showers as well, a few showers in the west. And what's happening is low pressure still dominating our weather. You can see this clutch of weather fronts coming our way. The first one with the red semicircles is a warm front, so it's going to be dragging in warmer air behind it as well as the rain. So first thing this morning, a lot of dry weather, some sunshine, some showers in the west, and then the cloud will build and we see our warm front coming our way. That's going to introduce some rain, albeit showery. The circles you can see with the numbers indicate the strength of gusts that we're expecting. So any showers will rattle through quite quickly. And then behind that band of rain, we're back into brighter skies, variable amounts of cloud and some showers. Temperature-wise, we're looking at 11 to 15 in the north and about 14 to 17 in the south. So here's our warm front and the milder air following on behind. Now, as we head on through the evening and overnight, that warm front continues to drift across Scotland, eventually pushing into the Northern Isles. We've got the tail end of a front moving towards the southeast, but it's this one here. This is a cold front, and this one actually has a Met Office yellow warning on it for some heavy downpours across parts of Wales, parts of the North Midlands and southern parts of northern England. So if you are travelling, bear that in mind. There could be a lot of surface water and spray on the roads, and also the risk of localised flooding, and that extends also into Friday. Here's the culprit, this cold front here, slowly sinking southwards. But on Friday, look at the isobars in the south. So not only will we have some heavy bursts of rain to contend with, it's also going to be very windy. Across parts of England and Wales, we're looking at gusts 40 to 45 miles an hour, locally 50 miles an hour. Now that too might lead to some disruption. But as this cold front sinks south, you can see it's spreading up quite nicely behind it across northern England, North Wales and Northern Ireland, with just a few showers, although some of those showers merging across parts of northern and western Scotland to give some longer spells of rain. Then as we head from Friday into Saturday, our cold front continues to sink southwards, but then it pivots round, and what it's going to do is start to sweep this direction towards the North Sea during the course of Sunday. So it heads south, taking its cloud and rain with it into southern England, and then it starts to pivot and come back in from the southwest through Wales. Now north of that, for northern England, for much of Scotland and Northern Ireland and even North Wales for a time, we'll have a brighter day, but still those showers in the north and the west, and temperatures 10 to 15, so going down behind the cold front. As for Sunday, well, we've got that front to clear away into the North Sea, taking its rain with it from England and Wales. And then for all of us, we're into a day of sunshine and showers. So it's looking unsettled, however you want to describe it, Charlie and Naga.
A lot of...
I've been listening.
Well done, Naga. That's my job done now, because that actually is the forecast. Good morning, everybody. What we have today is a little bit of sunshine first thing, but then we've got showers already in the west, which will be usurped by a weather front coming our way, bringing in some showery outbreaks of rain. And here it is here. You can see it nicely on the pressure chart. It's a warm front, so behind it will also pull in some milder conditions, but still a blustery day, not as windy across the north and west of Scotland as it has been in the last few days. So we start with that sunshine, a few showers in the west. Here comes the weather front bringing in rain across Northern Ireland, into Scotland and across England and Wales. Now, the southern flank of that front isn't going to be as potent as the northern flank, and you can see the circles with the numbers in them. That's indicating roughly the gusts of wind you can expect. Now, behind that band of rain, we're back into bright spells, sunshine and showers. Temperature-wise, 11 to 17 in the north and south. As we head on through the evening and overnight, our warm front continues to push across the rest of Northern Ireland, through Scotland, Northern England, before resting across the Northern Isles. But we've got a curl of showery outbreaks of rain coming in behind it. Meanwhile, we've got another front which is sinking southwards. Now, this one is also a fairly potent one. This is a cold front, and it's going to deposit a fair bit of rain across parts of Wales and Northern England. This one also producing some rain across the far southeast. But look at those numbers. It's not going to be a cold night, especially not so in the south. So here is our cold front sinking southwards. Look at the isobars around it as well. Tomorrow for England and Wales this time, it is going to be very windy. Gusts 40, 45 miles an hour, locally 50 miles an hour, and that includes inland. So this, coupled with the rain, could lead to some disruption. Now, as the front sinks south away from Northern England and North Wales, it will brighten up for you, Northern Ireland and Scotland, seeing some showers, and in Scotland some of those merging to give some longer spells of rain. Not quite seeing that rain by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we think, at this stage in the far southeast, but it won't be far away because that weather front is going to continue its descent southeastwards, pushing down towards the English Channel, and then it's going to pivot back up and bring some rain. So Saturday morning sees the front continuing south, quite a lot of cloud left in its wake. Then it pivots round, takes more rain through the southwest of England and Wales, and this time it's going to be heading eastwards. For the rest of us, we're looking at a mixture of sunshine and showers, most of the showers in the north and the west, with highs 10 to 15. Nugget and Charlie.
Cow.
That sounded really good, Nugget.
Well
yes,
done.
thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to start off by talking about Typhoon Hagibis. You can see now where it is. Well-defined eye here. It's a large, violent typhoon. It's moving at about 12 miles an hour, so it's moving slowly. Now, this violent typhoon is the top of the Japanese categories, in the same way that a Category 5 hurricane in the Atlantic is the top of the scale as well. But as it pushes northwards and then eastwards, it will weaken a little bit in the cooler waters. However, it will still be classed as a very strong typhoon, so don't be fooled by that. Now, currently, the maximum wind near the centre, which is where the strongest winds are, just on its southern flank, sustained wind speeds 123 miles an hour, gusts of about 168 miles an hour. And as we go through the next couple of days, what's going to happen from Friday, we're looking at wave heights 6 to 9 metres, but in the islands just south of Tokyo, it's more likely to be about 10 metres. This is the track it's expected to take, and it's following hot on the heels from the previous typhoon, which was on the 9th of September, and that was Typhoon Fazai. So that one did a lot of damage, haven't had a chance to recover, and of course this is coming their way now. Back at home, though, it's a quieter start to the day. We've got some sunny skies, particularly the farther east that you do travel. This is one of our weather watchers this morning. But generally today, the forecast is one of bright skies to start with. We've got some showers in the west, then we've got rain coming our way, and it's going to be windy as well. Now, it's all courtesy of this weather front, which is already coming in from the west, bringing in some rain, and it will continue to push northeastwards. It's a warm front, so behind it, we're going to be pulling in some milder air. So first thing, some sunshine to look forward to, or to enjoy if you're out in it already. And then we've got those showers. Then our warm front comes in, bringing this rain with it. The heaviest rain will be in its western flank. It won't be as heavy as we push over towards the east. These black circles with numbers in them relate to the kind of gusts that we're forecasting today. So still quite gusty winds, but not as so the last couple of days in the north and west of Scotland. Temperatures ranging from 11 to 17. Remember, the milder air following in behind this weather front, and as well as the milder air, we'll also see a return to some showers. Now, through this evening and overnight, the warm front continues to move across Scotland, pushing up into the Northern Isles. We've got a front in the south producing some rain, but it's this front here I want to draw your attention to, because this is a cold front and it's going to produce some heavy rain, not just tonight, but also into tomorrow as well. Here it is, sinking slowly southwards. The Met Office has a yellow warning out for this. There'll be a lot of surface water and spray around, and the risk of localised flooding. And as well as that, across southern parts of England and Wales, we're looking at gusts of wind 40-45 miles an hour, locally 50 miles an hour. So this combination could lead to some disruption. But as the rain sinks southwards, it will brighten up behind it in North Wales, Northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland, prone to some showers, those merging across the north and west of Scotland to give some longer spells of rain. Temperatures then 10 to 18 in the south. Now, overnight Friday into Friday morning, the front sinks south, taking its cloud and rain with it. Then it pivots, and it's going to be pushing back towards the North Sea during the course of Saturday and Sunday. But first of all, a lot of cloud in southern England and Wales with that rain. Pivots round, brings the rain back. Drier and brighter skies behind for northern England, North Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland with a few showers. Then on Sunday, the rain clears into the North Sea, and then behind it, we're back into sunshine and showers. And again, Charlie, that kind of sets us up for the following week. Unsettled.
Thanks, Karen. I have a little question for you. It's
what do you
do? What do you do?
I've had this conversation so many times. In my heart, I would like to say I'd come back to work tomorrow and work my notice. In reality,
work your notice though.
On the carpet, getting out of here.
Yes, well there you go.
Well, Carol, you need to check. I tell you why. Because there is a ticket out there which is worth 100.
Naga, good morning, everybody. Well, for some of us, we're starting off on a bright or a sunny note, as you can see from this beautiful Weather Watchers picture taken in Leek in Staffordshire this morning. But today, if you're just stepping out, it's probably worth taking your brolly with you, simply because we've got showers in the west currently. They'll be replaced by rain later, and once again, it's going to be windy, blustery winds today. Now, what's happening is we've got this weather front coming in from the Atlantic. It's a warm front. As it comes in, it's going to bring some rain with it, but blustery all around it. Ahead of it, though, we've got for a bit of sunshine to start the day, the showers in the west. And then here comes the rain, moving steadily from the southwest towards the northeast. Behind it, what you'll find is that we'll see a return to bright spells, sunshine and showers. Now, these black circles with the numbers in them represent the kind of strength of wind gusts we're expecting today. So once again, blustery, not as windy in the north and the west as it has been in the last few days. Behind this warm front, we're dragging in some milder air. So you can see temperatures, England and Wales, roughly 14 to 17. And then as we push across Scotland, we're looking at about 11 to 14, 15 in Belfast. Through this evening and overnight, our weather front continues to push across the rest of Scotland, getting into the Northern Isles. We also have another system in the south producing some rain, but it's this one coming in across Southern Ireland, Wales and parts of Northern England that the Met Office has a yellow warning out for. Rain, heavy at times, could lead to some issues with localised flooding and also a lot of surface water and spray on the roads, not just tonight, but also into tomorrow. The warning's valid from midnight till 6 o'clock tomorrow evening rather. So there goes that cold front, heading steadily southwards. Windy for England and Wales tomorrow, particularly southern areas, gusts 40, 45 miles an hour, possibly locally 50. So that, plus the rain, could lead to some disruption. But the rain will clear parts of Wales, northern England as we go through the morning into the afternoon. Sunshine coming out, sunshine and a few showers for Northern Ireland, whereas for Scotland there'll be more showers and some of those will merge to give some longer spells of rain. Now temperatures 10 to 15, but as we push down ahead of this front, we're looking at 18 in London. Now, through Friday night and into Saturday, the weather front continues to sink south, taking its rain with it. Then on Saturday, it pivots. So we've got the cloud and rain pushing down towards southern counties of England and the Channel Islands. And then it will pivot, take the rain back into the southwest and Wales. And it's going to be heading back in the direction of the North Sea. North of that, for northern Wales, for northern England, for much of Scotland and Northern Ireland, there'll be brighter sunny skies and just a few showers. Again, some of them heavy across the northwest of Scotland. So Sunday sees that rain clear into the North Sea from England and Wales. And then behind it, we're back into that dizzy cocktail of bright spells, sunshine and showers, leading us into an unsettled new working week. Nugget and Charlie.